Hello and welcome to the Rambling Gentleman. This week, the book of Robert Fett. Because it's not Boba. The moment we'd all been waiting for. 6-ish, average-ish episodes building to a grand finale, a battle between Robert Fett and Chad Bane. The apprentice and the master finally battling again. Could this be another Duel of the Fates, Battle of the Heroes, Order 66, any of these fantastic, dramatic Star Wars moments? Oh, now he stabbed him. Now he's dead. Well, okay, goodbye. 2020, Disney made $20 million gross profit. And it's $20 million for them to play with. So naturally, they would put that money into things like good storytelling. Good acting. Stuff. And perhaps continuity. Disney, you made $20 million profit. Why can't you make the hat stay still? So let's talk about the concluding battle then, seeing how that duel was done within 5 minutes. So, the concluding battle, you've got the Avengers, the mods, and the townspeople, and Robert, and Mando, and Grogu, and that lady, and everyone. So they've essentially tried to recreate Avengers Endgame for Boba Fett, but nobody cares about anyone, apart from Mando, Boba Fett. Nobody cares about any of these characters that have been smooshed in to this weird show. So naturally, they get overrun somehow by the Pike Syndicate, one of the most ruthless crime syndicates in the Star Wars universe, that naturally use their strategy of sending one person at a time to attack Robert and his friends. Uh-oh, big droids. Oh no, it's the big droids. What do the Avengers decide to do? Well, they jog. Nobody that works at Disney has ever seen someone sprint, apparently, for their life. So the group jogs. Jogging for their life. Solid 6 miles an hour. Overly worried, just having a jog. In a big group, mashed together. No kind of zigzagging, no taking cover in the many alleyways or buildings that they pass. They jog down a street that appears to be about a mile long. Luckily though, the droids miss every single person. Every single shot, I don't think a single person is hit by a droid the entire episode. So, Robert has a plan. He gets his jetpack and he flies back to his palace. Which is fair enough, because that's where his ship is. He's going to get his ship. His ship is there. That's where his ship is. Robert's jetpack, according to Google and searches on Wikipedia and stuff, can go about 90 miles an hour. According to Star Wars websites themselves, Mos Espa and Jabba the Hutt's palace that Robert now lives in are about 85-90 miles away. So let's just say it will take at least 1 hour for Robert to get from the battle to his palace, where he picks up the ship. Pick up the ship, Robert. So he picks up the big angry troll, picks up the Rancor, which there's not really any information on how fast they can go, their maximum speed. I've looked again, Wikipedia, all stuff. There's no information on the top speed of a Rancor. So let's say it's taken an hour to get there. Let's say 15 minutes to, get them all chained, ready to go, get them all ready for the run back to the battle. So then let's be generous and say that the Rancor can go again 85 to 90 miles an hour back to the battle. That's another hour without a break or anything for a breath. a breather or water or anything that an animal running for an hour at full sprint might require. And then we get the Robert Rodriguez, his staple of all good action movies, the spin move. There was once a time when the prequels came out, and this kind of was deemed silly, and people were like, oh, that's a bit daft. It's a bit silly, it's not the old kind of noble fighting that we perhaps saw in the original trilogy. Boy, did they not know what was coming. So naturally, I am just one person having a ramble, and that's fine. Nitpicking, little issues, but the problem with these nitpicks is that over time they're building up, and more people are becoming aware of them.
If you want to abandon Mos Espa and hide in your fortress, go ahead. We're staying. The people who live here need our protection.
We'll stay.
I would the mod think that the people who'd rather have their houses destroyed, which many were, let's assume there were people inside those houses, they dead. But this is the world of Disney, the Avengers, Star Wars universe now. It's become a strange, moral, weird place where the death of the innocents at the site doesn't really matter. They just destroyed that house. Oh, that's where the babies were. Move on. It's just the writing, which is a very common theme, in my opinion, these days. Is the writing on these shows is just bland. It's just bland. And bland is fine. Some people like bland things, but lots of people don't like bland things. So when you have an audience that expects a high quality written piece of work and you give them bland, they're going to go, nah, it's okay, I'm going to watch something else.
We'll stay.